What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy 313 J-Mo back once again, man. It's been a minute, man. It's been a while. Man, people been really busy out on the grind, but I'm gonna do a little short show for you guys. We are gonna do a regular show sometime next week. So stay tuned for that. But we just want to talk some basketball. It's a lot of things with the NBA and the Pistons that I just haven't gone over yet. But I got my man Bravo in the building with me. What's good, man?
What's good, everyone? So we're gonna be talking a few things this week. It's gonna be probably a short show. Everybody's busy, but we'll try to keep you posted.
All right, man. So, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of stuff we didn't talk about. I didn't even talk about the NBA champions, the Milwaukee Bucks. I didn't get to brag and talk my stuff about how I told all of y'all 2 years ago Giannis was next up and he was gonna be the next NBA champion. But that's over with. Then the Pistons drafted Cade. I didn't even make a video about that, man. But you know how that is. That's over with. And now we're here with waiting for the season. I mean, Killian signed a Puma deal. I mean, we're gonna have to talk about that because I mean, it's a lot of things going on. We got articles coming out talking about fake imaginary things that haven't even happened yet. You know, things that they wish can happen, things that they want to happen, like getting rid of Sekou. Like, come on, man. Did you? People don't even read the articles. They be making up stuff like, well, I think this will work this way if we did this here. Same thing. They're trying to like. I just saw some Jeremy Grant trades. It's just a lot of crazy stuff going on. But I did want to start with Killian Puma deal before we get into some other things. But we got my man John Bradshaw in the building, my man Detroit Ghost in the building, man. So um yeah. What's good, everybody? Make sure you guys like the video on your way in, man. Let me tell you something, dog. So Killian signed a Puma deal. And the thing is, he didn't just sign like a Puma deal. He signed like the Puma deal for France. They has him as the French ambassador. And the reason why there's something to talk about because a lot of responsibility comes with this. It's a lot of Piston fans, they'll believe in Killian or they'll not believe in Killian, but getting this shoe deal and all of this, getting all of this hype and exposure before he's done anything in the league series yet means that it's gonna be high requirements, man. I've seen a lot with Killian from France perspective. They've been putting him as their poster child for a while, even during his rookie year. Like all this promotion and things like that. And now he does have a deal with Puma. He might even get his own shoe. So when I'm thinking about all of that, I mean, he got his own shoe before Cade got his own shoe. Cade's the number one pick. When I'm thinking about all of that, it's like Killian's gonna have to really step up and be a very, very good basketball player to try to be that. But the fact that they believe in him and he believes in himself, and we seen a little videos here and there. We know the man's working hard, but I thought that was something interesting because usually players like him in his position don't get shoe deals this early in this way. You know what I'm saying? And unless they get it like before going into the league or something like that. But Bravo, man, what's your thoughts on that whole situation?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Killian signs with Puma, and I heard that from Adrian Wojnarowski. Is also Kate signs with Nike. Nike. So
Okay, so
what the?
K did sound with Nike,
Yeah, what
but
the?
it was
What's
after.
going on, man? What's going on in this pound? So, like, people are getting signs, deals left and right. The only one is I'm not sure. Jeremy Grant maybe signs with Jordan. Maybe I'm not sure. So it's just like, Killian is Puma. I really like it. I feel like it fits him too. So, he's the guy that really needed something to get going for him. I hope he really succeed. So he gets a lot of money for the Puma and at the same time get a lot of attraction. So yeah, he's definitely a good player. I think that he's going to be good next year. He's going to be probably having a breakout season for Killian. I'm waiting for him. So we'll find out.
D. Williams, Jordan Dorsch in the building. What's good, y'all? This is just some late night stuff, man. We chilling. It's gonna be a shorter show. I mean, but I thought it was just like I don't know why he necessarily got the deal that he got at the time that he got it, considering like where he was at. Like, I mean, he's only played 26 games. No matter what you think of him, he only played 20 something games. games. You know what I'm saying? So it's just very interesting how much like I said, France has put a lot of exposure behind him since the beginning because he's the highest drafted French player of all time. So we and I definitely do think he'll have a better season because like I like to see improvement and he did drop that little video, and I saw him using his right hand to actually get past people. So we hope he can actually do that in the NBA and not just in some practice video. So we know the man is working hard, but like I said, that's a lot of responsibility, bro. You can't be getting a shoe deal and then not being super cold. Not in the way that he got his. It'd be different if you were like Cade or like LaMelo or something like that. But the way that he got his deal compared to other players, it was a little bit premature. But I think it also shows that they believe in him and he believes in himself. So I hope he knows that, like this, hey man, you gotta show up here, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, I think Grant got picked up by Adidas.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
maybe. I forgot really which one.
If you guys have any questions in the chat, make sure you guys drop your questions in the chat. So now that we have a lot of the players and we still got some cap space or whatever. I think don't we still have a little cap space?
I think we're out of cap
Oh, we
space.
out of cap space?
Maybe there's a little bit left. I think because like just under, we are one of the team projected to be under the cap next year.
Yeah, no,
But
next year we gonna have a whole lot of money. Um, so what do you think about this roster going into the season, considering that the East is super tough now?
yeah, it's just really like I feel like this roster needs some good playing together, good gelling together before they really succeed. No, we need to have patience with this team right now. Obviously, that's the biggest key for us. And the problem is right now, as you can see, the Pistons is going on a huge, very hard stretch of their first 10 games. Did you watch? Did you see the first 10 games of the season,
Oh
game?
yeah, it's not looking good.
It's
It's not
very
looking
bad.
good at
Like
all.
the Bucks, the we play the Bucks, we play teams like Nets,
Play
we
the
play
Bulls,
Philly,
so we're not gonna beat them.
and we play in Bulls. The Bulls are really good. Like we get a chance,
The Bulls
maybe.
about to be the sneaky team of this year. They're gonna be the Phoenix
Yeah,
Suns. You heard it here this
yeah,
first. The Bulls is the
yeah.
sneaky team of the year. You heard it here first. But yeah, no, our schedule is gonna be very tough, man.
So I don't know how we really look at this team so far. I'm like,
The
I,
ESPN
I don't
ranking
want to have
had us
expectations.
as the 14th seed.
I don't want to have us any expectations at this point. Let's just play, see how season goes. I really like the schedule because at the beginning it's hard, so it gets very hard for this team. They're gonna go on a losing streak, but look at the end of the season. We going on a stretch of easy 10 games or like 5 games just before we play the last 3 games in the season, which are really tough. But the last 3 games of the season we play against tough teams expected to make the playoff already. So I think we could potentially go on a run after All Star break at the end of last April. So that would be a chance to catch into the playoffs tournament if we get a chance. Otherwise, man, I don't really want to have expectation for this team right now. We just want to play and see how Cade plays and Killian plays. Our important, really objective in this season is just, I think, development. I think development is the most important thing really we can do for the team. We don't want to make the playoff right away in the first season. I mean, I would love to get it, but that's a secondary objective. The primary objective, you need to have Killian Hayes and Sadiq Bey developing better to become a chance to get an all-star. That's what we need them to be. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. I think that's our goal.
No, you definitely right. I mean, if some teams get injured, maybe we can talk about some playoffs or something. But I don't necessarily have any expectations. But I know, I mean, we'll win above a certain amount of games. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll win way more. I'm not way more, but more games than last year for sure. At least 10 to 12 more games than last year. We won like 17 or something. So we'll
Funny,
win more
funny.
games. 20? Okay. So we'll win. I can see us winning 30 or more if things go well. But I'm not gonna put a number on it. But my thing is, yeah, you were talking about the main thing is for development, but that's kind of true because when you look at the East, we have a lot of young talent on the team, but the East, man, East is you can damn near say it's better than the West,
Yeah.
like how deep they are. And so it's just gonna be real hard for them to try to do anything serious, and then the schedule starts off tough. So I think a lot of teams are gonna get off to fast starts and things like that. It's gonna be hard for teams like the Pacers to even make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for the Charlotte Hornets to make the playoffs, let alone us. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at it like that, I just everything we expect to see from the players, that's what needs to be seen. But
I do expect the Pacers
Rap
to
Guy
make.
Reloaded was good, man. But main thing I want to see, man, look, can we use our players the right way? I'm not talking about production. Just use the players how they're supposed to be used. Because when we're
Yeah,
talking about Sekou, we're talking about like Luka Garza, we're talking about Sadiq Bey, Killian Hayes, Cade, Jeremy Grant. Can players be played in their natural position instead of some experiments? I mean, we're still doing this. Sekou, we don't want you to be a scorer experiment. We want you to spot up, shoot, and be a power forward in the post experiment. That stupid crap. Instead of letting the guy run free. Then you know what I'm saying? And it's just very, very weird. And I already know when Jeremy Grant gets back, Dwayne Casey is about to pull out some crap. Like, and when I mean gets back, I mean playing with the regular team again. And I don't need none of that. Like, we don't even know. Like, they say K's gonna be running the offense, but I don't really think he's ready. To be honest with you, going off with the summer league with all them turnovers he had, he gonna have to start off slow. And then we got Pistons fans who don't want a lot of players starting. You got Diallo off the who was the starting lineup? It's just a lot of things going on because it should be Killian and Kate Cunningham and like
yeah.
Sadiq Bey, but like when you got guys like Diallo, you know what I'm saying. I hear people
Diallo is
telling
a
me
really good player.
they want Diallo to start over Killian. A lot of people don't want him starting. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but
No,
you
no,
gotta have
no.
your best passer and playmaker starting
Maybe I
at
can
least
see.
until K gets used to it a little bit.
I can
Um,
see Diallo slide in if one of the players get injured. Definitely, he's a starter. I think on this team, he could be a starter. Diallo.
yeah. And Sadiq Bey, like I'm kind of interested to see what he's gonna do because he had a year of success. So, and I think this year he's not gonna get the same type of last year. His green light was way greener than it's gonna be this year. To be honest with you, he's not gonna have a green light. Last year he could take any shot he wanted to. Damn near. To be honest with you, he could do whatever he wanted to do. I think because you adding Cade to the team, he's still gonna get touches. He's still gonna get shots because he's
Yeah,
like a 40% 3-point shooter. So he's gonna get shots. We know that, but it's not gonna be in the same way. So I want to see how he'll be able to adjust because offensively with the team we had out there, we're really going to him or Jeremy Grant. Like running the offense wise, just to try to get them shots or whatever. It'll just be going through Jeremy Grant. They'll do that stupid crap with Plumlee. But now it's gonna be a little bit different. Like Sadiq Bey is gonna have to play more of a role. Yeah, obviously he's still gonna get shots. Like, name out he ain't gonna get shots. He's way too good. He's gonna get shots. But I'm very curious to see how this team is gonna gel because I don't really know how Cade is gonna gel with the team yet. When it comes to just like playing like in unison and in sync. They can win games, they can lose games, but it's about playing in sync with like all different types of players because we got a lot of different types of players that are young with a lot of different skill sets, and like putting them all together in like one melting pot is sometimes difficult.
yeah. I gotta say though, I don't expect us to make a 30+ win. I would expect us to make it best. So like everybody, Vegas. Look, Vegas. Look, I know everybody's hyping, everybody optimistic about the winning. Like King, everything King thinks like the Pistons is gonna be 35 wins. No way. We're not gonna be 35-win team. Let's face it. Vegas is the most accurate predicting in the past 10 years for the Pistons. I haven't seen a lot of good predictions from Vegas. Like
So where does Vegas have us at?
the only year that Vegas missed on us bad is the year when we made the playoff with Andre Drummond and Reggie Jackson, and I think that was with the
No, where did Vegas
2016.
have us at though?
Vegas think is a 25 to 23 wins, like just the
20.
three.
Hey, we ain't winning 23. We're winning more than that. I don't know about.
We're
I
winning
can't.
more
That's
than
all
that.
I'm
I
saying.
think.
I
Yeah,
don't know what our record gonna be, but we winning more than 23 games.
I say, I
They're
say,
healthy. If players are healthy.
I
But
say
back,
28,
I
28 people.
want to but no, I want to talk to you and circle back to the people in the chat and chime in about what I was just talking about though, because like we know K's a good player. He's a playmaker. Killian, same thing. He's a playmaker. He's a good player. But like when it comes to like gelling with all of these players and establishing roles, who's the guy, who's the number one option, who's the number two option now to see. I feel like a lot of Pistons fans don't really play basketball like that, so they don't really know how things go. When you on the court with other players, it's not how you think it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and you have to play a certain way so you all can play in unison. And of course, you know, okay, of course, like Cade and Jeremy Grant should be the first two options, and Sadiq Bey should be the third option, and all of this should go a certain way. But like I said, that's not how it always goes on the court. And I feel like we got a problem to where we want to make Cade the main ball handler and all of this stuff and all of that. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know if he's ready to do that. Being a point guard in the NBA and like being the main ball handler, that's not something that's easy. That I just want to throw him in there doing that. Even watching the summer league, because I think Cade, he's more of a secondary playmaker. He's a scorer first. Like he can pass the ball, but he's a scorer first. And that's why you need another ball handler like Killian. But I see a lot of Pistons fans like, oh, man, don't give Killian the ball. Stop giving him the ball. Why is he dribbling the ball? Give Cade the ball 24/7. And I'm just like, are y'all watching? Cade's not ready to have the ball 24/7. And if he is, he's going to have a lot of turnovers. He doesn't have the chemistry with the team yet. A lot of his turnovers are because he didn't have chemistry with the team. He's not ready to do all that yet. We saw what happened when we threw Killian. Now, K's a way better player than Killian. But we saw what happened when we threw Killian out there. What do you have, like 7 turnovers in his first game? It was the preseason or something. Like, in the next game, he didn't have 7 turnovers. But, you can't just be throwing players out there like that until they're, like, ready, because being a playmaker and ball handling on the NBA level is way different. And K, he'll be used to it 5-10 games in. But I'm just saying, you can't – and, like, he's more of a secondary playmaker to me. I've always told people, Cade is a small forward that just happens to have extremely good vision. And we live in an era where if you're tall and you can pass, you're a point guard to people when people aren't really point guard. Cade's, I don't think he's a natural point guard. I think he's a point forward, and he just has very good vision, very good playmaking abilities, very good scoring abilities. He knows how to find the open man. He can see it. He has eyes in the back of his head. But when it comes to playing like a pure point guard, he's more of a point forward. He's a scorer. That's what he loves to do. He's a shooter. Like, you see how well he shoot that boy? Oh, that shooting we saw? Oh, that's going to translate. Cade might end up shooting 40%. Like, for real. That boy can shoot. Like, he hit 7 freaking threes. Like, oh, my goodness. So, that's the player he is. And, I just don't want Pistons fans to get confused, because that's how you end up in a situation where you got Zion being a point guard when you got damn point guards on your team. Like, and then the coach get fired. We don't want to go down that road. Grab Guy Reloaded says Cade is a point forward. Do I feel Jalen Green was the number 1 pick? No, shit. I don't. No, I don't. But brother, what's your thoughts on what I was talking about, though?
What is it? About Jalen Green?
No. What I was just talking about with Cade and the gelling and stuff.
Yeah, Cade is. I'm really surprised by the way he shoot the ball. His rhythm, his shot rhythm is amazing, and he shoot it pretty fast. It's not like a slow shooter. It's just
he got a quick release.
Yeah, quick release. That I like about him. I think he's gonna be like a really good shooting guard for our team. I don't know how he's gonna really come up.
Oh, so you think Cade's a shooting guard?
I don't think he's necessarily. I would agree with you. Probably a point forward or maybe halftime point guard, because he has a lot of playmaking.
Right, he can play point. Like, people gotta understand it. We ain't saying we can't play point, but point forwards play point. Jokic's a point center.
Yeah.
But a point guard they're different. Point guard, their guards are just different.
Guard. I think he can play a shooting guard. Well, I don't know.
I think he's more like okay. When it comes to position, like, where would I put him regardless of his abilities? It would be shooting guard. But
Yeah.
because of his abilities, I'm putting him as small forward because he's a forward that can score and play make like a Paul George. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put him at forward. But like if you're talking about naturally the type of naturally he's like a souped up Sadiq Bey that can pass. That's really what he is.
Yeah.
That's really what he is naturally. Like he's a souped up Sadiq Bey that can pass. So you'll put him at a shooting guard, but obviously, like I said, he can pass, he can dribble, he can do all this other crazy stuff. So he'll play forward or point guard if you want to play him at point guard. But
I
it's
gotta
just
say
like
that
this position thing with the NBA gets so skewed, and that's how roles and values get a little bit misconstrued. But I always say when you look at the teams that win championships, they do it just like how we be saying. Look at Milwaukee. Drew Holiday played point. Giannis played point forward. Middleton played point forward, and they did what they had to do. When the Raptors won, Lowry was the point guard. Warriors won, Draymond was a primary playmaker. We all know this, you know, LeBron. We all know this. You got to have a real point guard if you really want to win something. So, K definitely can do that. I'm gonna go through some of these comments. If you got anything you want to drop anything you want to drop in the chat, excuse me, make sure you drop it, man. We just chilling today, no topics. I just wanted to talk to some of you guys because it's been a minute, so we're gonna be out here.
You know, I think is a good topic to talk about which player is gonna be cut off. Like I think it's gonna be Jaleel Okafor rather than Sekou because everybody's talking Sekou, which is ridiculous.
Sekou ain't going nowhere, man. I keep
Man,
trying
I'll
to
be
tell you.
disappointed if
Like
he.
now, after this season, then I'll be scared. But Troy Weaver gonna give Sekou a chance. He already said it. Like, and Sekou, he's just like you got to think about it from a GM perspective. Unless the package you getting back is something like so good, how could you give up on a 20-year-old player that was the youngest player in the league?
I know.
with the ride, like we all expected Sekou to get better, like offensively, but like defensively, he's a nightmare now. Like 5 blocks, like the dude's a problem. Guard, like I mean, he went out there was guarding Maladone on the wing, like he was guarding guards on the wing, and then he was like mini Giannis on D. I'm like, oh man, like off his defense alone that he showed in the summer league, you'll want to hold on to him because you know, we keep talking about his offense and want to get better offensively, but he can really you never know. He could impact this team defensively more than we ever thought this year.
Yeah.
Because that's what I really saw from him. I saw him put on a little bit new moves that I was glad to see. You know, a little bit, you know, more aggressive. But I was like, his defense is really he's gonna get minutes because of his defense. As long as he keeps playing like that, because I mean, as long as he like, man, this man guarding guards, dog. It's not easy for big players to just go out there and guard a point guard, bro. I saw him do it all throughout the summer league. And it will say it's summer league, but the players he was guarding were NBA players. Maladone, who was the other? Jalen Green. Like he guarding NBA guys. It ain't like he's guarding G leaguers.
Yeah, I think the Pistons, you know, if they waive Okafor, I think Sekou has shown that he can play a little bit of center, a little bit. I think he can do a little bit of it. You know, it's just not as bad choice if you think about it. He's probably playing better center than Jaleel Okafor, in my opinion.
Well, right now, I think he's a better player than Jaleel Okafor.
Yeah, so I don't know what the Pistons are doing by, you know, the other players I don't understand we get is Magruder. What do we do with Magruder and Trey Lyles? I don't really quite get it.
I like Trey Lyles though. I think that was a solid pickup. We need I like Trey Lyles.
Yeah, but what do you give a chance? This team is struggling this year. We're not gonna really be a lot of huge. We don't know.
But that's why you should be playing. Like, say you got to see what you got. Like, okay. I would not be complaining about Sekou if he played just one season of 25 minutes a game. I wouldn't say nothing if he was straight. I'll be like, all right, y'all can have it. The boy playing 10 minutes. How the hell you know what you got? It just makes no sense. How do you know what you got when a person is playing 13 minutes a game? You just don't know whether they suck or they good. Don Maker got hella minutes. and he was
Yeah,
just
that's
trash.
ridiculous. It's
And he was
ridiculous.
just trash. Like, and then that's all we talking about. And I think because of his defense, he'll get it. But Steve-O, I know a lot of Pistons fans don't like Sekou or Killian. Y'all think they're
Yeah.
trash. Have fun with that, man. Because I'm not really gonna debate with y'all anymore. I'm gonna just let it play out. Because I'm tired of telling y'all things like 2 years ago, Giannis gonna be an NBA champion and the best player in the league, and then 2 years later, even if y'all don't think he the best player in the league, he is. It's not KD. He beat KD. Now we here. Told y'all about Lonzo. Now we here. Come on, man. We gonna keep doing this all the time. I want to see Bay expand his game more than just shooting threes. Maybe some post ups and dribble off the dribble stuff. Let's see. I think Cade needs to step up and be the top scoring option on this team.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's gonna do it this year with Jeremy Grant on the team. I would love to see him do it because
Yeah, I think he should. Why not? Give him the ball. Let this
yeah,
team
but
look.
like I just don't like how much Jeremy Grant averaged, like 23, 24. So what? Cade's gonna be averaging 25 a game.
No, let's just get like an average 18 to 20 point a game. That would be my goal for him. 15 to 20. Let's say 15 to 20 games. Anything in 15 to 20 points per game. Anything in that range is good for me.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
should. We should play him. We should let him give it like minute gum to get touches. Like the Bay, we know what he's capable of, but we'll see. We'll find out.
Yeah, he said I think Cade is better at scoring than he is running the offense, maybe later. Yeah, that's the thing about players, man. Whenever things get tough or you get under the rate, you just go back to what's natural. You saw that first game, he had a rough first game. So the second game, he just came back and went to what he knew, scoring the ball. And you know what I'm saying? And I do. He definitely got to get better at finishing because to me, he hasn't finished well at all in the summer league. He's been shooting a lot of threes. So I won't say not at all, but not as well as he should. So he got to get used to that NBA body and that NBA contact. But yeah, he just went back like, man, I'm gonna just go back to scoring the ball, a couple 20-point games. You know what I'm saying? That because that's what he's best at. That's what he naturally is. So we'll just see, obviously. And when you got another passer on your team like Killian, this is the thing that Pistons fans make me laugh with when you try to do this Killian Cade thing, the stupidest shit. Are y'all watching the games? Killian is setting up Cade for jumpers.
Yeah.
Like, are you watching the game? Cade Cunningham, hopefully a Hall of Famer someday. First NBA basket ever made came from Killian Hayes. Corner three. He set him up for another big corner three in the other game we won. That's what point guards do. They set up their best players, no matter what position they are, to be put in a position to be successful. And that's why you got Killian out there, among many other reasons. Y'all need to wake up a bit. Killian been setting him and everybody up the whole time. Y'all got to stop this, man. Let the players play. And like I said, we live in a league where it don't matter if you CP3. It's gonna be a secondary ball handler in the backcourt just because that's how the league is. That guy was Devin Booker. You know what I'm saying? Even if that person is has all the usage in the point guard duties, they're gonna share the balls, and other people are gonna play and make on their team if they can. So Pistons fans are so weird when it comes to Killian. Just relax and watch him improve. Killian is gonna be even worse if y'all keep trashing him. We don't trash him. We love Killian over here, and now Killian not gonna be worried because look, this is my thing. I feel like a lot of players who fail, it's because of certain reasons. And I feel like pressure and expectation for certain types of players coming from certain types of backgrounds will motivate them to be at least a certain level of great. What I mean is, let's say you come from a star-studded family of great point guards. They all great. They all Hall of Famers. Now, you might not be as good as them, but you at least making a couple all-star teams. Because even if you're not as good, even if you're not as talented, it's the expectation. It's what you have to do just to be seen. And I feel like all the pressure on Killian, like I say, he getting pulled with it, all this crazy stuff going on. He gonna have to be good, or it's gonna be so bad. And I think he ain't gonna fall by the wayside only because when he got to Detroit, I never forget where he said it. Now, he didn't say it in these words, but he said it. I know where I'm at. I know if I don't deliver, y'all gonna shit on me. So he knows. So I think he'll be fine, man. Pistons fans just got to be patient. Y'all don't like. I don't understand how many times you have to see guys like Giannis and Kawhi who weren't made men in their first 2 or 3 years. How many times do you have to see these players develop? You know what I'm saying? Do you realize that that's how the NBA is? There's players who start off fast and players who develop. That's just how it goes, man. Cade is a player who's going to start off fast. It doesn't mean other players in the draft can't reach his level or won't reach his level. It's just different. When Cade's older, he's gonna be able to handle the ball. When Cade's older, he's gonna be crazy, man. Oh, you said what's good, bravo. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got make sure you guys like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We got Marvin Tober in the building. What's good, everybody? If you got any questions or things you guys want to talk about, go ahead, man. Bravo, you got anything you want to talk about, go ahead, man. While I'm reading these comments.
So, what do you think about us retaining Diallo?
Well, I knew. I'm happy we retained Diallo. Remember we talked about Diallo or Frank Jackson or whatever. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still a person who, man, I feel like the Pistons have the potential to be that one team that's 10 deep with a bunch of like crazy players. Where they like, how do they have all of these crazy good players on their team? like that's how I feel. I feel like we're a team that can have 4 all-stars and we got 3, 4, 6 men off the bench because Diallo and Josh Jackson could be that good, to be honest with you. Frank Jackson can get hot, to be honest with you. I still believe in Sekou and Sadiq Bey and Stewart. I still believe in guard as potential all-stars, you know what I'm saying? And Killian, Cade. Yeah. This team can be very special. You still got Jeremy Grant, who you can keep and try to build with the team or move to make your team fit better with whatever pieces you need to make your team fit better. And we just in a very good spot. And keeping Diallo, keeping Josh Jackson, keeping Frank, keeping the players that produce shows me that Troy Weaver knows what he's doing. He kept all the right players. I'm telling you, our record might not show it, but this team gonna be super tough. Like after this year, like the next season, we gonna be super tough. We gonna have the cap space, and I feel like the future is good and good for Diallo, man. I'm glad he is on the team because my thing is when injuries happen, that's when you need players like Diallo to be able to step right in and just be super tough for 10 games if you needed him to. I'm so glad he's on the team, to be honest with you.
Man, Diallo can step in and start for us immediately. No problem. Like he can be the small forward of our team or a shooting guard of our team easy. Like he's not a good shooter, but like he is able to knock it down. His athleticism is amazing. His defense is great. I like it. So that's what I like about him. The thing is, I think what brings me the most about the Detroit Pistons this year is how Dwayne Casey's going to shuffle his team together. That's the biggest problem. We've seen this Casey last year. He brings Saben Lee and Killian Hayes at the same team. That doesn't work. And
Saben Lee, Killian Hayes, and Cade Cunningham. And
what the hell is he doing?
Waiting in the corner while Saben Lee dribbling the ball. Like, are you stupid?
I don't know. So he did this last year. Like he brought up like Frank Jackson, Saben Lee, Killian Hayes. It doesn't work when you bring like he's trying to mix things together in the wrong time, and it's obvious it's not going to work. And you're going to see it again this next year, and you'd be surprised. What is Casey doing? And everybody's going to be talking bad about Casey. I think he's part of the problem. So he needs to really like put a good starting 5 together and a good bench 5 together. Make the team gel together as a starting and you can mix between them, but don't like put 3 point guard on a team. That doesn't work.
Yeah, 3 guard lineups only work when you have 3 guards that are super dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like Dennis Schroeder, Chris Paul, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can work because you got them 3. Like, look who you have. Look who you have out there. But no, Saben Lee and year 2 Killian, who's still trying to learn to shoot better, and Cade, who's in his second NBA game. No, you idiot. But that's what I brought up earlier is my biggest thing for this season, the biggest thing that I'm worried about is this chemistry. Because to me, and playing, like I said, playing players at their natural position, the way they're supposed to be played, because we have a lot of these coaches playing players out of position, and then they go to different teams, and the different team get it all right. And now you're looking at Chris Middleton and Spencer Dinwiddie. I do not want that to happen because I think we got the right team, the right young core with the right drive. We got the right amount of young defensive aces and Sekou Diallo and Stewart and Killian Hayes and even Cade. I mean, our team can be nightmare defensively, and when I'm looking at that, it always falls on Dwayne Casey.
Yeah.
Sometimes as a coach, you just got to move out the way. But it's so hard for a coach to move out the way and just let the players play. But I feel like he's going to try to run the team through Jeremy Grant. He's going to give Cade usage because he's Cade, but he's still going to try to secretly run it through Jeremy Grant.
Let me throw an example.
It's just crazy. I want to get to this comment first, though, before you say that. I think Cade is a lot more of a natural shooting guard to me. Skill-wise, he's a mix of point guard, shooting guard, and small forward. You're absolutely right. Cade's a mix of all three of those positions, which is why he's such the number one overall pick. But he, like I said, he's a natural shooting guard. Like, if we were just if Chris Paul and Lonzo Ball was on your team and you drafted Cade Cunningham, he's not playing point guard. They're going to put him at shooting guard. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Cade was around players who are way better passers than him, he will play shooting guard every single time. Unless you have a better shooting guard. Period. That's just the natural thing. But, yes, he can play point guard. He can play shooting guard. He can play small forward. Definitely. But back to what you was going to say, Bravo.
Yeah, so I was about to say about Casey's like selection for the backup like player. Like he comes in and put in Sekou, Diallo, Saban Lee, and they put in Josh Jackson, or maybe let's say they put Jaleel or Stewart. None of them can shoot the three very well, like with a good percentage. And how do you expect the team to not go down in that game specifically? We go blow, like we get blown out by teams just because of bad combination of players. You mean if you're gonna?
I already told you you should never play. I said don't play Josh Jackson and Sekou together. Don't play Josh Jackson and Diallo together. But for damn sure, don't play all three together. And if you play all three together, Cade Cunningham and like Frank Jackson or guards that have to be on the court because they're the only shooters on the team.
Yeah, so that's the problem when I notice slots here. He's trying to mix several players who are bad shooters together. You can't do that as a coach. How does he expect the team to play like? He can play a better defense, but not as a good shooting. None of them can shoot the three, man. That doesn't work.
Sekou can shoot, but he has to be in a position where he's not dependent on as the shooter, if you know what I mean. Like Sekou can't be your best shooter on the floor. Naturally, I'm not talking about percentages for you percentage people. I'm talking about natural ability. Let's see. Casey needs to give Sekou more playing time. Yeah. At this point, you just have to see what you have. You know, it's not really at the end of the day. And I like what I saw from him on defense. I mean, I liked a lot of stuff I saw from him, but specifically on defense, only because I've always thought he's been a good defender. But I feel like he's going to have a big jump in that season that we just didn't expect. He might end up being the best defensive player on the team, maybe, if he gets enough playing time. That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's going to have a big defensive jump this season. Man, the man had 5 block, and he was guarding guards on the wing and then coming back and guarding the center. Like, literally what Giannis was doing. Like, he did it on the G League level against NBA players still. But that's what he was doing. I'm like, this man is guarding on the wing, and then he's going in the post, and he's guarding on the wing, and then he's blocking shots, and he's running, and he's running all up and down the court, giving effort. Dude is young than a mug. Come on. Who wins Rookie of the Year? I think Cade Cunningham going to win Rookie of the Year. It's his to lose, to be honest with you. And I think he'll be able to get the numbers to win it. Sekou and Killian got to work out together and be a close-knit squad. They all need to work out together.
They have actually a nice chemistry as a
the chemistry is great. Oh, yeah, that one pass where Killian was driving to the rim, and I didn't even know what he was doing, and he threw it back to Sekou. I was like, oh, snap. Nah, man. I'm so excited to see all of these players play together. Like, I'm excited for the Stewie, Sekou, Sadiq Bey, Killian Hayes, Cade Cunningham lineup, because that, to me, is the future of the team. Now, I hope all the players stay on the team. But that's the future, because I feel like all those players together have all-star potential, and they could be a championship team 100%. So, and I just feel like It's been a while since I feel like any of the Detroit teams had a team that actually could be a championship team because they have young players and prospects that could actually be something. It's been a long time. Sadiq Bey and Stewart were something we truly needed late rounds. So don't mess this up, Detroit. Y'all got a quarter win the championship. All you got to do is develop these players, man. And then we still got next year draft. Who knows where we end up? Maybe we get the number 1 overall pick, get Amani Bates, and call it a day. Get
Yeah.
Amani Bates and call it a day, man.
But we're not. Amani Bate is not for next year. It's gonna be the following year because he's
Oh, he's
not.
after next year?
Yeah.
Ah.
But I think we
Man.
can get we can get a lottery top 10 pick next year maybe.
No,
Because
we'll probably get a good pick next year too. I just want Amani Bates, bro.
yeah, Amani is like one of the best players I've probably seen in the past century. Maybe after Zion. Zion is like the biggest
Yeah,
one.
exactly. That's exactly what I tell people. Zion is the only player, and I always say Michael Porter Jr. because he looked that good in high school. I don't like, bro. He looked that good in high school. But yeah, Amani Bates, Zion Williamson, LeBron James. Like when I'm talking about a player that I saw where I was just like, bro, that dude is different than everybody. And I know Kevin Durant and Derrick Rose, like phenomenal high school players. I know Anthony Davis, but when I saw Bron and I was like, yo, that dude. Now I was younger. When I saw Zion, I was like, bro, who is this superhuman? And when I saw Monty Bates when he was like 14, I'm like, who is this dude? That dude is a generational talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing that can stop players like him is injuries. That boy is gonna be. That boy got top 50 player all time written all over him. Seriously, like him and Zion. Like though, so if we could get him, oh man. So, but whoever get him is truly gonna be blessed, bro. Truly.
Everybody talked about Cade Cunningham. Everybody's gonna get Cunningham is gonna be the best team in the NBA, one of the best teams, and we got Cade, and everybody's not talking about us.
I know, man. All I heard was how Cade was gonna be a superstar until he got to the Pistons, man. He's still gonna be a superstar though. Just because he's not Amani Bates or Zion don't mean he ain't a damn superstar. You know what I'm saying? But those are just different types of players, man. They're just better prospects. It's no big deal.
I bet if we get Amani Bates, it's the Pistons. They're not gonna be good.
I'm telling you, like, just tell me what I gotta do to get Amani Bates on this team, and I'm like, come on, we get Amani Bates, we 3-peating. Yeah, you heard me say it. We 3-peating. We gonna win 3 championships in a row. But that'd be crazy. I think Killian should play the 2 and the second ball handler, even if he's a better playmaker than Cade. Killian does better in catch and shoot situations. He is such a good passer. He will get assists. I can't have the lesser ball handler and playmaker being the primary person at point guard. I understand what you're saying. Cade could like give Killian the ball off of catch and shoots like Killian was doing for Cade, but you gotta let Killian run the show until Cade gets more of a bearing and you like, okay, I can move it over. But one thing that I did notice in the summer league, Killian is definitely the better passer and playmaker right now. It's not even that close right now. Cade's a better player. That's not close. But you know what I'm saying? So Diallo is hella underrated. Just gotta improve his shooting. I think Josh Jackson is the backup power forward, then Lyles the third. Josh Jackson don't play power forward.
I don't think we should play them together. Josh Jackson and Diallo. One of them should only play. Last year we saw this. Like none of them Diallo probably likes to pass the ball, but Josh Jackson doesn't even look. He's just gonna go to the rim. That's what he's gonna do.
I hope y'all doing. The Pistons was tanking last year. It was good, y'all. Look, what's good, Owen? Everybody hates us. That's why it's Detroit versus everybody. Well, we already know. I don't know if you will want Amani. What do you mean? What? What do you, bro? Don't make me block you, bro. What are you talking about? I don't know if we will want Amani. I don't know if he has the mentality that Weaver and Casey are looking for. He could break up the chemistry if he drafted them. Huh?
Dude, he's like the best player. One of the best. Anyways.
All I'm going to say is, I do know that Dwayne Casey and Dwayne Casey and Troy Weaver like smart basketball players. They like leaders. They like people who's an alpha. That's 100. Amani might have the most alpha mentality out of all the generational talents I've seen since, like, I don't even know. Like, when it comes to like, that dude's a born leader on the basketball court. Yeah, just like you said, everybody wants the money. Yeah, everybody wants the money. Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, but I think everybody also wanted Kate Cunningham. And when they get in the Pistons, it's just not as good as he wanted. That's kind of like ridiculous how they
So let
treat
me
you.
ask you something, because some of my boys and my cousin, man, he swears up and down, and I told him K's gonna be better. He's gonna be better easily, but he swears up and down we should have traded Cade for SGA. And I'm telling him that K's gonna be better than SGA. And he's like, we should have traded Cade for SGA because that was the deal on the table, SGA and some other stuff for Cade. What's your thoughts on that?
Right now, I think you can still do it if you want to do it right now. But I think Kate is probably like I'd take Kate. The question is, I only like go back and ask myself about Kalen, Jalen Green, and Kate. That's the only question. And I see your point when you JMO talked about Green long, long time ago. I really like realized
I didn't, man.
JMO.
Look,
Man, JMO said it a long time ago, and I would totally agree. And I was like really looking at Green as that way, but after I really watched the videos and sessions, and even before the draft started, man, Green is just he might be the best player in the draft because of his potential, but Cade has the higher floor, so not necessarily he'll be the rookie of the year. Not necessarily he'll be better than Green, but I think Green might be the old best around player because like you don't know what he's gonna do. Like the Green is like has got a lot of things behind him. He's unpredictable.
yeah. See, the difference between Green and like Cade is it's a LeBron. It's like the LeBron KD argument, and it's just like you said, Cade has the higher floor. But the thing with Jalen Green is he just has natural God given athleticism, and athleticism trumps everything. Like, for example, Steph Curry was athletic; he'll be the GOAT, literally the greatest player of all time. That's just an example. Athleticism trumps they trump everything, and that's why Jalen Green potential is so high, because if he can put it all together in the box with his athleticism, he's just gonna be the best. Same thing with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is just athletic, more athletic than everybody else. Like, so if he puts it all together, nobody's gonna be better than him because it's a God given a talent. Cade has athleticism, poise, defense, shooting ability. I mean, he has everything you literally want in a player besides everything he has with even more athleticism. So I think K's gonna be a superstar. He's a stud. So, but you already know
Yeah,
what I told you about Jalen Green. I told y'all about Jalen
yeah,
Green.
yeah.
I told
He's
y'all,
got
and I
something behind
still
him.
would have took Jalen Green because if you got Jalen Green, there is no Jalen who the point guard of this team. You know what I'm saying? It's Killian. But hey, we got Cade. He's a better player. I'm cool. But I told y'all Jalen Green was a. I told y'all that dude was a monster, bro. I told y'all he's an unstoppable scorer. He was doing it at
Yeah,
18 years old in the G League. The dude's a monster.
yeah.
But
Jim
the
only
thing
said it.
is,
I gotta give
with
you the credit.
yeah, I told y'all. But the thing with Jalen Green, man, is that makes him so special is this dude is maniacal and like crazy, like he really wants to be the best. But I'm talking
Yeah,
about he studies Kobe Bryant a lot. I'm talking about like this dude is can't leave the gym working at 3 a.m. Like he's like a basketball fanatic and he wants to be great so bad. Like he's one of them
yeah.
players that has all the tools to be great and wants to be great more than anybody else. Like I'm not gonna ever compare nobody to Kobe Bryant because y'all know how much I love Kobe. He's my favorite player in any sport. Y'all know that. But it reminds me of him a little bit only because if you go listen to the reports about Jalen Green and how crazy they're talking about how crazy he is about basketball and how hard he works, it's crazy. That dude's gonna be good. I don't give a damn
Okay.
about him. No, we got K Cunningham, who's gonna be
Yeah.
better.
So we
So
got
it's just
Cade.
I
Cade.
told y'all they both are gonna be superstars. You just
Yeah.
pick who you want at
But
the
I'll
end
be
of the
honest
day.
with you. After looking at all this, like the whole thing draft unfolded, the way the NBA is making the story of Jalen Green as a better player, and like he's like all. If the NBA, like as it stands right now, at this moment after summer league, Jalen Green is the better player than Kate Cunningham at this moment. Let's face
I
it.
don't think so. No,
No, at this
I
moment,
no,
because this I'm
no,
talking
no,
about the
no.
story of the NBA. The
Oh,
NBA
you
made
talking about the?
them.
I don't think so either. I don't think that maybe after that first game, but after Cade and Jalen Green went head up, Cade sauced them a little bit. I don't think so either. Because remember, Cade had another 20-point game. Like Jalen Green has the best stats, but
Yeah,
they're only saying he was better than Cade after that first game. But after they played, they wasn't saying none of that.
Jalen Green in the summer league looks so crispy. Shooting is amazing.
But
Like he's
he's used
very
to playing
precision.
against G League in the G
And
League. That's
I
what people
know, but
forget.
I know, but Jim, like the NBA is making the expectations of Jalen Green right now is the better player, but we don't know if this is going to translate in the NBA. So the only thing I would see that I would really need Casey to give Cade the ball and let him score in order to really live to the expectation of that number one pick. If you want us Cade to be the best player we have, let's just let him live up to the expectations. So the media is trying to make Green is the best, and he looks like he's the best because of the way he played in summer league. But I don't think he's the better player than Cade. So you got to prove it in the real season.
Yeah, I want to go to something that Tony J was saying. Jalen Green has a May wingspan though, and that's why he will never be in the best player in the league discussion. His defense is going to be questionable. Now, I'm not going to say his wingspan is going to keep him from being in the best player in the league discussion. I'm not going to say all of that, but the wingsman thing, it definitely does play a part when it comes to defense. But the thing about Jalen Green, though, is I compare him to Bradley Beal. I don't know Bradley Beal's wingspan.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Bradley Beal isn't the best player in the league. But I told y'all, he looks like a more polished young version of Bradley. Like, he looked like closer to Bradley Beal is now. And speaking of that, that's the perfect analogy. Um, Jalen Green is like I said, a Bradley Beal, but like I said, a little bit better. And we see what Bradley Beal is now. What is he? 30+ point per game scorer. He's Bradley freaking Beal.
yeah.
Third, fourth best scorer in the league. Third best scorer. Curry, Harden, KD. But Cade, on the other hand, is more like a Paul George, two-way player that could also score 30 a night and pass the ball and play defense. Those are the two archetypes. Now, and I'm talking about PG pre-injury. I ain't talking about pre-injury, but with this level, these skills, being a better shooter, being able to play make. That's something that Paul George had to learn over time. So he, that's really how they are. And who's a better player right now, PG or Bradley Beal? I'm biased and I don't like PG, so I won't answer the question. But you know what I'm saying, and you get into those roles. But think about it like this: who's a better player, Bradley Beal with his skills at a younger age, or Paul George who never got hurt? Now what we talking about? Because that's what Cade's more in line with. But y'all know, man, that's what I'm saying. Pistons fans hate Jalen Green so much. It makes me it tears me up because I can't talk about Jalen Green because you know how much huge of a fan I am of this guy. I love Jalen Green as a
Yeah.
basketball player. But now that he's beefing with the Pistons, talking hella shit, it's fuck Jalen Green. Like, damn,
Yeah.
Jalen. Like, bro, I wanted to cheer for your success, but now you the enemy, bro. Why you gotta do that? Jalen, why you gotta do that? Now you the enemy. I gotta wish for us to destroy you at every turn. It's not like I wouldn't have wished for that, but now it's like I don't even want to watch him play. I probably would have watched a couple Houston games, but now it's just like I'm gonna watch him play just to see. Like I had to watch some games of Anthony Edwards because I just knew he was gonna be a problem. But it's just a funny little thing. But end of the day, I don't really care who better. As long as Cade a superstar and he contributes to like what we got going on, that means we gonna win a championship, and that's all I really care about. I don't really care about nothing else.
Well, I don't think we're going to talk about Kid Championship this year. We're going to need to
Now I'm
talk
not talking
about.
about that. I'm saying if Cade's a superstar, we win in the championship because of the team that's around him right now. Like Sadiq Bey is a future All-Star no matter what. I definitely believe Killian and Stewart can get there, but
Yeah.
Sadiq Bey is a shoe-in. Bop, that dude's gonna be an All-Star. So you still got Jeremy Grant too, and you still got more draft picks and young players in the culture. So if Cade's a superstar, we win in the championship off top. Like that to me, that's not. I don't even have to think about that because we have too many. We got Sekou. We got too many potential great players. It's potential. It hasn't been realized, but they put it together. We gonna be a problem. Cade being a superstar is based on potential as well. So
Yeah, the thing is everybody's like thinking that the team is going to be not the same team in a couple of years, and I think that Chaco is going to be traded, Killian is going to be gone. Like it doesn't work that way. You just have to
Mm.
stick with the players in order to show that like we have some players that left the team and they turned out to be really good. Like we missed big time on Chris Middleton. Like we traded him badly for nothing. Spencer Dinwiddie. Why are we doing this with Sekou? And he goes to the Spurs. Spurs is rumored to take Sekou,
If
Jmo.
I'm telling you, if
Imagine,
Sekou goes to the
imagine.
Spurs, he's gonna be a superstar for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Like it's over, bro. New Kawhi. Like you don't want that. And it's sad. And you ask me, why are you so I'm just look, all I'm looking at potential meets Greg Popovich. Done. 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 Killian low-key need to be over there too. He'd get Killian right too. But he already got a point guard like Killian and Murray. Literally. Point guard literally like Killian. But Killian's I don't really think Murray's a point guard like that though. He's more of a shooting guard that's playing point. Killian's more of a point guard. Pistons should move the.
I don't think we can move Bay to shooting because he played shooting guard, but at the same
Nah,
time,
babe. Cade is better suited to play shooting guard
yeah,
because he has a
yeah,
better dribble than
yeah,
Sadiq Bey.
I agree.
So he can probe and he can dribble. Like he's just a better shooting guard because he can dribble the ball. Like Sadiq Bey can play shooting guard and he doesn't have a bad dribble or anything like that. But
So,
it's
so
just different.
one of the things about Bays, like I noticed last season, he let people dribble off the 3-point line quickly. Like he's not like the best players in terms of lateral movement. So that's one of the issues with him.
Yeah,
I
like
think.
his first step. Like
Yeah,
Cade might not be the most explosive, but his first step is like it's like a long stride, and he can just always get to a spot even if he misses.
yeah.
It's just
I
like
don't know. We'll see.
it's a special guard ability.
So,
Like man, let's talk about Cade for a second, man. I don't know. I might turn on some Cade highlight, man. This dude is so tough, man. Like let me see if I can look up some highlights real quick because I want y'all to see this dude. He got one of the greatest hesitations I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. If Cade gets a chance to do his hesitation on you, you literally can't do anything. And he can do his hesitation whatever he wants, bro, as long as he has a ball in his hands, bro.
watching something on the YouTube.
I'm trying to find I'm just trying to find his highlights from the summer league so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Like it's just like, bruh. Like I'll be watching small things because like I feel like I'm a talent scout for real. So I'll be seeing stuff other people don't see. It's YouTube, Bravo. That's why I rock with you. So let me share the screen, man. This dude Kate, I'm gonna show you. This dude Kate be doing some crazy stuff, bro. And this is when like skill trumps athleticism. I'm about to show you. I'm about to share the screen real quick. No, he ain't gonna break Sekou. Sekou ain't mentally weak.
So the thing
Nah,
is,
Sekou is definitely gonna be a superstar, bro. You stay asleep, bro. His max upside was never a third scorer. He was the best international player in the entire world. So
he just needs to get a
I
different
think
team.
his potential is limitless. To be honest
I
with
think
you.
it might be the good move to really like Sekou go because you can't see him like develop properly on the team. If he goes
Let
to
me
the
see.
Spurs, that's his
Share.
chance to develop. So I'll be happy for Sekou if
Share.
he goes to Spurs because he needs a team like that, and we're not even able to play him. So it's sad that he's spending his last 3 years here for nothing.
Man, Pistons fans gonna be sick when that boy is super good, and they like, how do we give up on a player this good? I'm gonna be like, y'all some goofies.
Like even
Um,
Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown is not a bad player. Look at him at the Brooklyn Nets.
Wait, it's
He's
not
playing
sharing my
decent.
screen. It's not sharing my screen. Here we go. Now, yeah, let me go back. Okay, so wait, why did it have three of them up? So, can you see this or whatever? Can you see it?
Stop the volume, okay? Volume so that you will not get any problem.
What?
Go the volume at the bottom. Hit or the voice.
No, I'm just saying. Can you see it though,
I can see it. Yeah. Mute the volume.
bro? Stop sending me stuff. I already got antivirus, bro. Okay. I want to see. No, yeah, that's his first shot right there. This is what I'm talking about. I'm about to show y'all. Once they show me some off the dribble stuff. Oh yeah, defense.
That's the thing. You gotta do like a windmill. Do a windmill, kid. Come on.
Defense. I can't wait to show. Cause like his head, like I ain't really seen this in the player, but like his, like I don't know how I low key don't know how he do it. All right, here it go. Nah, that's just a pull up. God damn, that's just a pull up. Don't worry, we gonna get to it, y'all. Here, we gonna get to it.
His shot is butter, man. His shot is butter. I'm
No,
sure.
there it go. There it go. He did it. But that's not. It was a specific one that I wanted to show y'all. Where like, oh my goodness. You see Sekou monster. You see that's a guard that Sekou's guarding. Do you wait? Let me show. I was here for Cade, but do you see that? That is a guard. That's a guard at the top of the key. Got past him. What is he doing?
That was like Giannis.
In this shot block. Like that's what I'm saying. That's a guard, bro. Like, and y'all be telling me, bro, this boy potential is limitless, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, I wasn't even trying to see that, and I saw that. Oh my goodness, come here, Jalen. Did y'all come? Okay, let me slow it down real quick. Let me slow it down. We're gonna go to 25. Maybe 25 too slow. I'm telling you, old Sekou, this is a layup. Like it's a layup for Maladon. That boy say eraser. And then more defense. Look at that. More defense. More defense. Here we go. Watch this. This is the thing that's special about Cade that I haven't seen in any other player in a while. Watch this. That like you didn't see it, but he did a hesitation right there. I don't know what it is with Cade Cunningham, but whenever he does a hesitation, he can get into his shot motion instantly, and you can't do anything about it. It's almost like when Steph Curry, how Steph Curry can just pull up for a shot no matter what, and you just like, how can he do that? What'd you say, Bravo?
The next game against the Knicks, he keeps skipping the highlights forward.
Yeah, because like I'm telling you, his hesitation is like so it's literally an unstoppable move, and you'll be like, it's just a hesitation, J-Mo. Not the way he do it. Like it allows him to always get to his spot, always, whether he makes it or misses it. Jalen Green, I ain't even watch this hesitation. It's over. He don't even like everything after that is over. That's a score. Watch this. Once he do that hesitation, it's over. It's over. It don't matter what happens. It don't matter what happens. The dude, he's done. He's completely done. It don't even matter. And he can do that whenever. I done seen him do double hesitation. I done seen him do a double hesitation, step back. I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. This dude gonna be so good, man. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, if you're not a believer, bro, this dude gonna be so good because normal players just don't do this. He hit him with another hesitation right there. His hesitation, there you go. That's what I'm saying, bro. This dude, look where he's at, y'all. Because I want y'all to understand something about basketball. Look where he at. Go back. Okay, he helped Sekou out. Where is he? He's at the top of the key right here. He's literally just got the ball. It's about to go into a hesitation. And because he goes into this hesitation, it's an instant score. No matter how this play ends, he's going to score every single time. Now, a lot of players could approach this differently, but I'm trying to tell y'all about the way that he does it. Not everybody, but the way that he does. Like, it's so crazy how he can allow himself to create so much space like this. I said, like, it's over. I know he's getting the pick set, and I know he has to get around the pick. It wouldn't have mattered if the pick was there. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And one. Come on. And one. Keep showing me because I'm gonna keep showing y'all. It's like crazy what this dude can do here. Oh yeah, come here, Jalen. You done? See, come here. That was a hesitation. Then he went behind his back. He can do that to any player in the league, bro. I'm not saying he'll make it every time, but I'm saying he can do it. He can do that to whoever he wants, bro. Dude is so tough. Let me see. You said the Knicks game.
This
I
one
see. I
here.
want to get every hesitation because I want the viewers to understand like his
Yeah.
ability. Like it's not normal to be able to do this. I'm telling you, it's just not normal. It's not normal at all. Like players can't just do one hesitation and just be able to get to any shot they want and be able to just get to the rim whenever they want. Like you just can't. That's not normal at all. Let me see. Yeah, they had a lot of him cooking Jalen Green ass though. Oh, that's another hesitation. Let me go back because this thing isn't away. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is against the Knicks.
Yeah, so the next game, this one is the Knicks against one from 3 point line. He took a really nice hesitation. This one is more like he's going to 25 points in here. So this is just a catch and shoot, and
He's such a good shooter, man. That's why he's gonna be special. Um, oh damn, Killian.
that's Killian to take. Yeah, that
Like
was a nice
Killian
one.
messed him up. Crossover. This is what I'm saying. Pick and pop, man. 2-man game. I'm telling you, Killian K gonna be so tough together. Y'all are some fools. They 2-man game gonna be
Yeah,
so tough. Y'all some
he,
fools for real.
he does. Somebody commented, nice blend of
Ugh.
Clay and Curry. I do like he's just
You
something
said,
like a
oh,
good
Clay
shooter.
and Curry, the chemistry wise. Yeah, I understand. I think it could be like that.
He's a good shooter. I think he can. His best thing right now is going for Kate is the shot. So I think he needs to live up to the expectation to the shooting. So that's what I like about his game so far. His
Okay, so
shooting
we
is
just
great.
watching him hitting all these threes.
So the next one, I think next one or next two maybe. He's coming off the dribble. No, I think the next two.
Okay, we gonna see, But I want y'all to see this, man. This boy's special, man. Um, I feel like he played like how Paul George played right now. That's how
Yeah,
I feel.
yeah.
It's just George is more athletic. That's literally how I
He's
feel.
more athletic. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's still young, Kate. He still can build up his
Uh,
body.
Kay, stop pulling all these threes. We trying to show you off the dribble, bro. Dang. Oh man, I'm going crazy though. Let me see. Come on, all right. Let me see. Let me see the next one.
This one. Watch this one, J Mo.
Did you see that? Oh, he's done.
Yeah.
Like he was done. Like he was done. Like I've never seen a player just do a hesitation. It's like I don't know what it is. Maybe like a basketball expert can explain to me what he's doing. But whenever he does this, the defender just like completely is just off balance and they're done. I just like it's just like
This
watch
one
this.
particularly.
That's little
Watch the
hezzy
hezzy.
and he's gone. It doesn't matter. It's over. Like the play is done. Like it
There's
don't
more.
matter what he does. He's gonna
Watch
be able
another
to
one.
get to his spot. He's gonna be able to get to his spot every time. All he did is look at this dude and do a hesitation, and it's over. It's done.
Watch the other move. Watch the
Crossover,
next move.
another
Watch. This
hesitation.
is a
Come
hezzy.
here.
That's a hezzy.
Oh my gosh.
That's a hezzy.
But
He
that first
hesitated and
hesitation
boom.
set up. You see, Cade knew what he was gonna do. He was like, he knew what he was
Ah,
gonna do the whole
hezzy.
time. He was like, Hezzy,
Watch
oh,
this.
I got you. Like,
Watch
oh
this.
yeah, I'm about to dribble
Another
through the
hezzy.
legs. I'm gonna do the
Hezzy.
7 move. Nah, that boy tough. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. That's in his face, dog. Hezzy step back to the face. Man, I don't know how he does this crap. And because I see a lot of players do hesitations, but like his, every time he's able to get to a spot in a way that's like crazy to me. At such a young age, man, like a player like Luka would have to put way more sauce. Did you see that, bro? A player like Luka would have to put way more sauce to get past you. K just do a little shift and he just pass you. Look at this. Hezzy again, you're done. It's over. Good on Garza setting the pick. It's just like, I don't know, man. I'm going to start calling him the Hezzy guy or something. When he hit you with a hezzy, you know, like he hit you with a couple hezzies, it's just done. You just done, bro. Ain't nothing you can do. Oh yeah, that was the one in the corner from Killian. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that because it was something I was noticing with K. Like this man just get like whenever he do a hesitation, he just get into a spot. Like it is just so sick. I'm like I said, I don't study every player extensively or nothing like that, but it's something I've never really seen before from a prospect coming out like that with that specific move. Like, Zion's explosive. Luka can cook you as a rookie. LaMelo could cook you as a rookie. But there's just players can do different types of things. But I'm telling you, do that hezzy, you're literally done. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, only thing you can do is Kate miss the shot. He does a hezzy, he can get to whatever shot and whatever spot he wants to get to, unless he's going against some elite defender that's not going to fall for the hezzy. But if he ain't going against an elite defender that won't fall for none of that, which is like only 10% of the league, like, this dude is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. All right, y'all. So I didn't get to see none of your comments during that whole time because I was doing so I'm gonna go see what you guys were saying. Pistons have a bright future. They'll make the playoffs in 2 years. We won't make it next year. Year after, we're definitely making the playoffs. I don't even have a doubt. Jalen doesn't have the NBA mindset. I disagree with that. Jalen is a maniacal fanatic, bro. Allow Kate to learn from his mistakes.
Yeah, good point.
100%. Let me see. Let me go down here. If Kelly starts, I still think it will be a better line having Kate play point guard, base shooting guard, Grant small forward Stewart, giving Kelly. Yeah, Kelly. Yeah, somebody basically said that too. Trading out Kelly Oubre for Killian Hayes in the lineup, but no. He a nice blend of Clay and Curry. Well, I don't know if anybody can be that. George is more athletic. Kate will have a better post game. No, yeah, it's a hezzy out of a triple threat. Yeah, Benjamin. Like, his hezzy is something tough. Like, I almost feel like he worked on that a lot, but it's almost God-given. Like, he has one of the best hezzies I've ever seen, especially for a young player. Like, it's super tough. Cade going to be nice also when he pick up more muscle. Now, when he get more muscle, Cade gonna be real good. Like, if this man was more athletic, he would literally be the best prospect since LeBron James. Like, seriously. Like, literally, because he has everything.
One thing about Cade, he needs to stop the vegan diet, man. Go from food.
I don't like that at all. I'm like, when he found out he was a vegan, I'm like, you're a vegan, bro? What? You from Detroit, bro? You can't be no vegan, bro. You ain't from Detroit, but you about to be playing in Detroit. You can't be no vegan, bro.
Yeah. He needs to eat meat. That's why he's gonna get more. Look at Killian. What is Killian doing?
Like, that boy Killian. That boy Killian out here eating 4 cows, dog. That boy Killian a good 230. That boy Killian look like he looked like Luke Kuechly, but 6'5". That boy is a huge. Killian's huge.
He's like
that boy looking like Diallo. He like Diallo swole. That boy Killian was hitting the weights, bro. Somebody must have told him he was too small or something. I don't know. Yeah, Cade a hesitation. Nah. Hesitation. But see, this is the thing with Cade. He don't just have the hesitation. Y'all saw that he got the dribbles. He got the step back. Like, oh, my goodness. It's just great. I know he's going to make a lot of mistakes, but I'm definitely interested to see what he does. But back to what I was saying, man, it's up to Dwayne Casey. We going to see how this goes. Because I just really don't think he's the right coach to put this melting pot together.
Yeah. We'll find out soon, I think. We will find out a lot of mistakes from Casey next year. We'll find out, I'm sure. How do you like?
I would love for him to put this junk together perfectly. It would be great.
Starting 5, J-Mo, who do you think besides Killian and Cade is going to be, and Bay and Grant, who do you think is going to be a center?
Now, a lot of Pistons fans might be mad if Stewart don't start, but I could see them starting Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, I wouldn't want them to because I want a defender to start the game. That's just me. Especially because, but if you need you might need the spacing. Because Killian still, Killian and like Jeremy Grant, his shooting went down. He shot like 34, 35% or whatever. Not 34, 36 or 35%. From 3. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go check. But him and Killian, they just not naturally good shooters. Caden to D-Bay, on the other hand, they came out the womb shooting the ball. But yeah, he shot 35% and 42% from the field. You see, his percentages got so much worse throughout the season when they start double teaming them. That's why you got to go get a Kate Cunningham so those percentages will go up. But you might want to have another floor spacer. That way, Jeremy Grant and everybody else can have space, and Killian mainly could have more space. So, and Kate mainly can have more space. But like I said, I'll go with defense a little bit. But if it was for spacing, I can see him starting though.
Yeah, the thing is of the bench, I think we need to keep like Killian or Cade longer duration and give them like more extended half with the bench team. So I think Cade will be good with the bench, and also Killian will be good with the. Not, I'm not saying put him off the bench. Play Cade, leave him at the start with the bench players. So like I can see Cade thriving with like Diallo and Sekou, like guys like that. Even Killian and Sekou, we saw a nice chemistry last year between the
Yeah, he
two.
had good chemistry with Diallo too.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's no reason to put like all starting five and starting bench five together like separate. Don't even to make them two units. Like make them interchangeable. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I don't understand why Casey just does this stupid thing sometimes. Put all these players together who can't shoot.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I had told you, Josh Jackson or Diallo, you were only supposed to keep one. We kept both. I'm not gonna get mad because Josh Jackson is from the city, and I'm a fan of Diallo. But yeah, they're gonna have to do something because like Servetus was supposed to be that guy, and
Satrasis is gone.
we gave up Bobo and Kevin Porter Jr. for a guy who isn't on the team anymore and isn't gonna be in the league. Thank you for that. I'm not happy at all. Especially because I told y'all Kevin Porter. I fucking told y'all how good Kevin Porter Jr. was gonna be. I fucking told y'all. I told y'all. I'm like, look, this boy gonna be nice. I told y'all, man. I told y'all, Bobo, stay tuned. That boy's gonna be a monster. Like, and we were just like, nah, I want a guy from Lithuania who's 16 years old.
So JMO, how do you think the Houston Rockets is gonna really fare with this team? Like Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, Jay Sean Tate, and this KJ Martin. There's no way they can play the same
Seawood.
players together. Seawood, like all these players, like the I mentioned with besides Seawood, like all of them play the same position mostly. Like, how are you really gonna fit all these players on one team?
Yeah, because they got Christopher, who was another big guard, who's actually very solid too. He's a good player.
I love
Um,
him. I really
um,
called Christopher as one of the best players, one of the scout when I was scouting him. Like I really want us to draft Christopher so bad, but unfortunately they got him. Anyways, what are you trying to say?
no, I was just saying, like, they have a lot of big guards. So you got Christopher KPJ, who says he's a point guard. Then you have Jalen Green. You just gonna have to throw them all out there together. Just
They
kind of how
will.
like they do Keldon Johnson, even though they play Keldon at small forward, even though he's a guard. How they do Keldon, how they did Keldon, and I know DeRozan 6'6", but how they did Keldon, DeRozan, DeJounte Murray, and Derek White. That's what you're gonna have to do, and then Lonnie Walker too. All around the same, like 6'7" and lower position when they just had to figure out a way to put them all together. That's what they're gonna have to do. So, KPJ and Jalen Green might be one of the greatest backcourts for years to come, though. Like, they gonna be fucking tough as hell. Like, oh my gosh. Like,
I
bro.
know, but how
Kevin
you mix
Porter
them
Jr.
together?
and Jalen Green
How do you
in
mix them
the
together?
backcourt. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, that's just like if it works. Who knows how it but
I, I
oh
don't
my
I don't
gosh.
think so. JMO, you both kind of like the same kind of like they're not the same player, but they have the same kind of mindset. Score
Mhm.
first. How are you gonna fit them together with Josh Christopher? I don't think it works, man.
I don't
They-
really care how it works because I ain't a Houston fan. But
Somebody's gonna be traded of that team. I think
man, no, somebody probably will be traded. You're right. They'll probably try to, get rid of him to make more opportunity. But Jalen Green and Kevin are staying. I don't know about anybody else, but they're not going nowhere.
yeah, I know, I can see that. But I can see Houston love like the Houston would take Killian Hayes right now. I think he'd fit perfectly
Why?
right there. He would fit perfectly right there
What do you mean?
because
We just talked about all the guards they have. Why would they want Killian?
no, listen. So they're trying to say they don't have a pass first point guard except for John Wall. They would love
Oh
a
yeah, they
guy who
still got John Wall. God, they don't want Killian. Got John Wall.
Yeah, but if they can get like John Wall and replace him with Killian, they'd love it.
But that mean we would probably have to get John Wall or something.
No, I'm not.
I
I'm not projecting that. Not projecting. I'm just saying
don't,
though,
I
like
forgot they had John. Damn, they got John Wall too. Damn, John Wall got to start it.
if the Pistons trade Killian Hayes for Kevin Porter Jr. and get another asset from the Rockets, would you do it?
Ooh,
I'd consider it.
I probably would have to consider doing that, man. Because oh man, why you got to do that to me, bro? Because man, it's the like the reverse. If I can't, it's like, bro, Killian and Jalen Green belong together. So if I can't pair Killian and Jalen Green on my squad, maybe he'll do good. Like I just think like you want a point guard like Killian with a player like Jalen Green. You, those players were perfectly like you want a player like Lonzo Ball in the backcourt with a player like Zach LaVine. You don't want him in, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of player they just fit together. But I think him and I keep saying this, him and K fit together because of the IQ. We already seen them play together. They play great together. It's just Killian's gonna hold them back until he starts shooting better. But once Killian starts shooting better, him and Kate are just gonna be unstoppable together because they're gonna be locking down people, passing the ball all over the damn place, and then scoring too. So the Rockets are also big on Kyrie Thomas. Yeah, they do
Come
like
on, man.
Kyrie Thomas.
They're not even big on him. Come on, man. He's gonna be he's gonna be gone off this team.
Hey
I don't
man,
think.
you know I got a soft spot for Kyrie Thomas, man. Keep balling, Kyrie.
Yeah.
But all right, man. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Unless you guys have any questions that you guys want to drop in the chat, man. Drop some questions in the chat and let us know if you want to talk anything about the Pistons or the NBA that you guys want to discuss, man. We can discuss it right now, man.
What do you think about the like if the Pistons didn't really get Trey Lyles and signed Jamarco Pickett instead? I would have loved them to sign Pickett instead of Lyles.
I like Pickett. He's a very nice young prospect. I mean, I wouldn't have had too much of a problem with that, but I like Trey Lyles. He's a little
Yeah.
bit of a vet. You know, sometimes you need those type of players, and he's like a in case players get hurt type of player. And if
Mhm.
you're telling me he was filling in for some minutes, I would be okay. Those are solid minutes that can be filled in. And that's why I think he's still there. Pickett is more of an unknown wild card, but I like him though. I don't got no problem with him.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think the Pistons are gonna make a decision on Pickett and Jaleel Okafor. I think if I was me, I'd waive Jaleel Okafor or maybe
So, but if we get rid of Jaleel, that means we're not getting the number one pick.
we're not gonna get number one pick again in the
I'm
next
sorry,
50
but
years.
like I'm
50
telling you,
years, dude. 50,
man.
another 50 years.
Man, look, man, Jaleel Okafor has a statue outside of LCA because he is the one pick guy. You have Jaleel, you get the first pick. All I know, I would love to have the first pick again. Give me a Chet Holmgren. I would love it. So, but other than that, he can go.
No, the Pistons are gonna waive Jaleel Okafor and keep him in the backcourt for janitor. The Pistons. He can't play, man. He can't play anymore. That's the
He
only
shouldn't
guy.
be. He really shouldn't be in the league for real.
The only thing also I want to talk about one of the things we got a lot of players at the same spot, so I do see the Pistons moving on one of the players. Like maybe they could trade Jaleel Okafor and Josh Jackson for something else, or Jaleel Okafor and maybe Magruder. I don't know who they're gonna do. So I would not be surprised if the Pistons make a move before the end of the season for 2-1 player trade.
Nah, I definitely think you're right on that. Moving Josh Jackson, having a little solid season when his value is high, and Jaleel to get like a shooter or something. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Keith, I know what you're saying about KPJ and his locker room issues, but man,
Yeah.
I hate the media and I hate just labeling a black man as something, man. He's in a different situation. I haven't heard about too many locker room problems in Houston, so we'll just see what happens with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna say he's gonna be a locker room problem or cancer until he does it. He's only been in one locker room. Can't be a cancer. Now you got to do it more than once. Then we can start talking about that. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
they got the cancer and they got the maniacal guy. So imagine what's gonna happen.
Bro, I'm telling you, dog. Go watch. Like, I mean, if you're a Pistons fan, you don't have to care about Jalen Green. But like, if you're a fan of just like hard working and just drive to be great, I'm telling you, man. Jalen Green wanted just as much as you wanted anything in your life, man. This dude, literally on that Kobe regimen, nothing but basketball. He want to be good so bad that I think he gonna will himself into being the all-time great type thing. That's just like because I ain't seen a player with his drive in a minute. I'm just saying just drive to want something, to want to be something and actually have the ability. Like I said, he's maniacal. That's what Kobe was. The boy is crazy in the head when it comes to wanting to be a good basketball player, man. The boy want to be better than Harden. He ain't say that, but I know he want to be. Boy is crazy in the head when it comes to basketball. And honestly, that's a great thing. He's the franchise player. I'm not saying Kevin Porter isn't, but I'm saying he is definitely the franchise player. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with Houston. Like I said, we don't give a damn about them. We Detroit.
Yeah.
But all right, you guys. I'm gonna wrap up the show, bro. You got any final thoughts, man?
Final thoughts. Hey, it's a good short show. We talked about a few things. We haven't been on the show for a minute, so we'll try to make it. JMO is busy and everybody's busy. I'm hopefully available next week. Maybe we'll try to make something, and we'll talk more about the Pistons. I think the biggest topic we're going to talk about in the future is how you're going to fit the team together, how you're going to really start a team, and what can you do to make the team better, because that's, I think, the mentality. And also we should talk about too many roster players we have, what kind of trades we can look for. And I see someone at the bottom mention Grant to the Warriors for Wiseman. This is just a rumor. It's nothing. This is somebody's mentioned that Grant is not leaving. He is a Piston DNA right now because Troy Weaver and the way he's cultural player for the Pistons. I could see him staying longer. The only thing is if he wants to go, he could be traded if he wants to go.
Go, shoot. Please go.
Yeah.
I mean, I know y'all love Jeremy Grant, but when I look at these percentages, and I know he was getting double teamed, so his percentages went down, but 42%, 35% for a high usage player getting you 22 points. I wouldn't mind moving that for something.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know his percentages will get better, but like those percentages, they're average. But like I said, if we can move him now,
Wiseman and Kuminga. What you think about that? Wiseman
He's
and Kuminga.
Not gonna get any better than he is right now.
What you think of that, JMO? Grant
hell no. No. I don't want Wiseman. And it has nothing to do with Wiseman, but I don't want Wiseman. I don't know. If the Warriors want to give me Wiseman, then I don't want him. That's how I feel. Because if Wiseman was that good, they wouldn't trade him. But all right, make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already, man. For final thoughts, I want to say, man, a little victory left for me. Giannis is the champ, like I told y'all 2 years ago. I told y'all. Very happy about at least being right about that. And man, we got Cade Cunningham, greatest thing to happen to the Pistons since our championship. And the dude is special, and it's a lot of things we got to figure out. And one thing that I did want to say is get these players time to develop. I don't know what's wrong with these Pistons fans thinking things happen overnight. Man, like I said, go look at the past few NBA champions. Even Steph Curry didn't become great overnight. It took him 4 years. So this is something we have to look at. And the biggest thing for the Pistons this year is really how are we going to put all of these pieces together with this chemistry? Because we got a lot of young players, a lot of people who can do different things, have different skill sets, and all of this blah, 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 mumbo jumbo. But you got to fit the puzzle pieces right if you really want to establish a culture that's going to end up in championships in a dynasty. Yeah, like, we could not do everything perfect, and we can still end up fine. We might have a lot of success, Eastern Conference Finals. I want to win a championship. So, and I feel like this year is like literally going to be one of the most pivotal years in our history. I really feel like that because we're in a state of flux. Our team can go one way or the other way. That's really where we are right now. We can go right or left. And I'm hoping we go the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where I feel like where our team is at. Like I said, we could go one way and still end up being successful, or go another way and end up with a dynasty. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously I'm talking about the future, but like I said, this year is so serious because I talked about this. I was like, Pistons gonna have Killian and Sadiq Bey and Stewart, and then we gonna draft somebody else next year, and then we gonna have a super duper team. That's
Yeah.
what I told y'all, didn't I? I literally told y'all we were going to do this. Nah, I did not think we were getting K fucking Cunningham. Oh my gosh, I did not think that. You would have. There's no way you could have get me to have told you that. I literally believed there was zero chance we would get him if we didn't have a top 2 pick. Zero chance. And I just didn't believe we would get Cade. But Cade is a fucking player we got, bro. Like, come on. That just sped up everything by 3 years, man. So, do you think Isaiah Livers will get playing time this season?
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
100%. Like, he'll be playing over somebody like Trey Lyles just because he's young. And he's going to be a
Yeah.
player that's going to – Isaiah Livers is going to hit the ground running in the NBA, man, just like Luka Garza, because they're 4-year players.
Yeah.
4-year players can just come in. They'll be NBA ready. I don't really have like, I'm telling you, him and Garza, they going to produce. Whenever they're on the court, they will produce. I don't have any qualms about that because these are senior guys who just paid their dues, worked hard, man, and now they're in the league. So I don't have no qualms about that. But it's just like we got man, I swear I really think we got so many good young players. I'm telling you, if we just put it together, we will win multiple championships, y'all. Just telling you. But it's not easy to do at all. It's extremely hard to do. But
Starts with
I bet you 10 years from now, if we take this roster, I bet you, and put them together, they're with a chip. Regardless of whether they're on the same team or not. I'm talking about our young core. That's how much I believe in these guys. That's how like on some Westbrook, Harden, Kevin Durant stuff. Like, put them together now when they win a championship on OKC time. That's how I feel about these players, man. Troy Weaver done went out and got some dogs, bro. Say whatever you want about Troy, but he done went out and got some players, man. And I ain't never been so excited in my life because we got blessed with that number 1 pick. But shout out to all of the Pistons fans in the chat, man. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man, and all of the people with Above the Rim, man. And we out.